Nintendo's announcement of their alarm clock Alarmo in October 2024 was a surprise to many. Being touted as a new way to wake up, does this new product deliver? Well, I've spent about a month with Nintendo's alarm clock and I'm here to give you my thoughts. Let's go ahead and get right into it. Danny from the Famicast here. If you're new to the channel, please be sure to subscribe and turn on those notifications. Sound off in the comments down below, and we may read it out on our bi-weekly show called the Famicast. Of course, you can find this over on our website, thefamicast.com. Today, though, we're taking a look at Nintendo Sound Clock Alarmo in this review. At this point, you're likely aware of what Alarmo is. Now, just in case you're not, Nintendo Sound Clock Alarmo is Nintendo's take on the alarm clock. Using special sensors, this device detects movement and presence in bed. Now, using the motion sensing technology, Alarmo will try to wake you up and turn itself off once it detects you're no longer in bed. Several Nintendo titles are supported and 35 themes are included with the device at launch. Now more are on the way here too, with Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and Animal Crossing New Horizons themes coming at some point in the future. Now I think it's great to see various Nintendo characters on the screen here, but the displayed characters are based on the alarm that you choose, so there is like that kind of a limitation. Now in addition, Nintendo has severely underestimated the popularity of their clock, making it a little bit difficult to purchase at the moment. Now, various pre-purchase registrations are taking place worldwide for Nintendo Switch Online members, but Alarmo is scheduled to go on sale to the general public at some point in 2025. Now, while I do think Nintendo's clock does a pretty good job of basically making getting up a little bit more enjoyable, it's definitely not perfect. Now, the alarm has several different alarm types, with steady mode, moderate, gentle, and button mode. Now, since I don't like to feel rushed into getting up for the day, I typically use gentle mode for my alarm. Now, depending on the theme, I found that this was the best way for me to wake up. Now, steady and moderate kick up the intensity over time in an effort to get your butt out of bed, which might be good for some. Now, while all this is going on, Alarmo is using its sensors to see if you're still in bed. Now, moving around a little bit more or waving your hand in front of it will kick the clock into snooze. Sleeping with a partner or pet confuses Alarmo just a little bit here. Now, getting up will initiate fanfare from the title of your choosing, regardless of who gets up. Now, after that goes off, Alarmo does check to see if someone is still in bed and will continue this snooze cycle for up to an hour. Now, the duration of the snooze is actually quite short, just 3 minutes versus the typical 9 found on most other alarms. This did take some time for me to get used to. Now, it should be noted that the clock is compatible with twin 2 king-size beds. Now, since I do take a bit of a long time to wake up in the morning, I typically opt to go with gentle mode for my wake-ups. Now, the other modes just seemed a little bit too aggressive to me, but you're able to try out whichever one that you like, just to kind of fit your style and all that type of stuff. Now, I didn't find the button mode too useful here either. Now, this mode disables the motion sensor and all that stuff entirely and relies solely on the large button on the top of the device. Now, it also, as far as I know, does not give an option to snooze, as this large button is the only way to stop the alarm. And that's all it does. It only stops the alarm. Now, in addition to this, another thing that I found a little bit annoying was not having the ability to test out the alarms easily. Now, sure, you can set an alarm for like a minute or so later, but there really should be some kind of a way to check this. Alarmo features the ability to track users' sleep thanks to the sensors located in the device. Now, the implementation of this, it does work, but there are some caveats. Now, if you share a bed with a partner, like I do, or a pet, Alarmo might get a little confused as it initiates this function as soon as someone, or something in the case of a pet, is in your bed. Now, it will show this in detail, but will be based on who gets in bed first. Now, if you're looking for a deep, accurate device to track your sleep cycles, you're in for disappointment, as I'm sure there are more viable options out there on the market. Just like the good cuckoo clock of old, several chimes are available that go off on the hour. Now, I think this is a neat feature, but I really didn't get to enjoy this very often as my Alarmo is upstairs and I can't even hear it when the chimes go off. Now, sounds to assist with sleeping, aptly dubbed sleepy sounds, can be played to help you wind down before going to bed. Now, these sleepy sounds last for about 10 minutes, which is nowhere near enough time for me to even be useful. Of course, everyone's different, but having the ability to adjust this would be a welcome addition. Maybe that's something that could come with a firmware update down the line. Alarmo sports a 2.8-inch screen which shows you the time, Nintendo characters, and other tidbits of information. Now, generally speaking, I think the screen's pretty great. Now, there is like a dimming feature that's there as well that initiates when movement isn't being detected, which is perfect when you're actually trying to catch some Z's. Now, the characters on here I think they look pretty nice, and the time is clearly displayed, so what else can you want, really? There's really not much more that you can ask for. Now, although it's mostly fine, I think the screen is quite small for checking your sleep tracking and wake-up data. With the device being connected to the internet, I kind of wish Nintendo would have added some kind of functionality to give users this information on other devices, perhaps through health-related apps on smartphones like Apple's Health app or something like that. Now, on the other hand, one of the reasons for not doing this is to let owners know that their user data is not being seen by Nintendo. So I understand it, but yeah, it is what it is, I suppose. And another thing here too, this may be nitpicking, but when you're cycling through actions quickly in Alarmo, the operating system, for lack of a better word here, occasionally chugs. Now again, this is only apparent if you're blasting through options, and this isn't going to be an issue if you're just, using it as a clock and not like cycling through menus constantly or something like that. Nintendo's attempt at making a non-gaming device for the bedroom definitely came out of nowhere, but the company has made an interesting product. While there definitely are some drawbacks to using the device if you share a bed, it does mostly function as advertised. Still, it seems to be better suited for those that are single, or even better for younger Nintendo fans. And when it boils down to it, your phone probably already provides a better alarm clock experience than Alarmo. On the other hand, Nintendo Sound Clock offers that Nintendo flair that other devices just don't have. Now, I like this device, and I know I might have sounded a little bit negative coming through this review, but I honestly can't fully recommend it, especially when considering that the retail price at launch, which honestly could come down over time. When it boils down to it, this is a superfluous novelty that only some fans will enjoy. But let's go ahead and turn things over to you guys. Did you pick up Alarmo? Are you planning to? Be sure to sound off in the comments down below. We'd love to hear from you. As always, thank you guys so much for checking out this video. If you like what you see, please feel free to drop this video a like. If you're new to the channel and feel that we've earned it, consider dropping us a sub. We've got a longer form bi-weekly podcast all about gaming in Japan, tons of reviews, looks at Japan-only games and events, and a whole lot more. Again, this is Danny from the Famicast. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you later.